It's a lot of y'all in here. Good morning. Okay, my name is Modesty Mason. I am a mind renovator. Basically, what I aspire to do is to encourage women, men, but mostly I'm rooting for my girls, to structure your mind in a way to where you know how to move forward properly. Okay. So today's topic for me will be perspective. And I know this is kind of weird starting it off this way, but can y'all tell me what I look like? I'm gonna edit this part out of the camera, but am I all right? Like, I'm good. Okay. So I know I asked you what I look like, right? But perspective. What I look like when I take a chance. What do I look like when I welcome new opportunities? What do I look like when I let go of the past? Okay. So that is the perspective, not the outside of me, but actually the inside of me is what I want us to focus on, okay? So a little bit about me. My name is Modesty. Once again, I'm 29 years old. I have 3 children before marriage, okay? I am working in corporate America right now, trying to break free from that to find freedom so that I can have more time to spend with my kids when they need me to spend time with them, okay? But perspective, I am also the #1 motivational speaker in the world, a great future wife, okay? I am the #1 mentor in the world, and I'm making $1 billion right now. Can we get an amen, man?
Amen.
All right. So today it is important to know, regardless of what your background looks like, regardless of what the past looks like, you are still qualified because you have to put these things into perspective. You have to use your past to build your future, okay? So stepping into this fast track course, this may be a side hustle for some people, okay? For some people, it may be a regular job. So you may be leaving one job and creating a new job. But if you dig deeper, for those on that level to where you really need it, this may be a way to where you could pay for your mom's medicine because she can't afford, Medicaid may not come through for her. This may be a way to where you are the one putting gas in your siblings' car because they are the ones that are serious enough to drive off to college back and forth and really try to break that generational curse within the family, okay? This may be for the person that's out there that is going through depression. And you know when you enter into a class, when you enter into work, you are surrounded around people. So when you're at home, you don't have nobody. You kind of feel lonely. But this is the way that you're getting out of that depressional state. And whoever it is out there that is fighting depression, that is going through depression, I want you to know that today it's going to end. But you have to put everything into perspective, okay? You have to take into consideration that you took the first step to come here. And with you taking that first step, getting here, you are now welcoming new opportunities into your life. I applied for a CNA class about 6 years ago. My middle baby is 6, so I applied about 6 years ago. I was excited, y'all. I was ready. I was gonna be the best CNA in the world. I was gonna be a nurse. I knew I was gonna be a doctor. Like, I was gonna be all the things. And when I got there, I was focused. I was okay. But then it got to a point to where I took my state exam. And I was nervous. And I'm not really a nervous girl, but I was nervous. It was so quiet. The people, they were just looking at me, and I'm like, okay, Modesty, you got this, but mentally, I didn't have it. So once I received my results back from my CNA boards, I failed. So I'm like, you know what, girl? That's all right. Don't worry about it. We're going to reschedule. So what I did was I went and I rescheduled, but I went and got me a daiquiri, and I played me some slow music, and I was digging my way into depression because I was going through a failed relationship, okay? I wasn't focused at all. So I got up, I went to take that test, and guess what? I failed it again. And I'm like, Modesty, you wasting all this time for what? Who are you trying to prove yourself to? To your family because they feel like you're a nurturer and they feel like you can make the best nurse in the world. You care for people and I know when I get sick, you're going to care for me. Or are you trying to prove these things to yourself? Proverbs 12:11 states, a farmer who works his land has plenty of food, but a person who works on worthless projects are useless. Okay? Now, I want us to change the perspective. A farmer is you. Your land is your mind, okay? You have to work your mind. You have to work your habits in a way that creates food, money, clothing, shelter, paying your bills. You have to change your perspective because if you constantly hang around people that's not inspiring you to be the best, if you're constantly worried about what that man doing, I just text you, why you ain't texting me back? What's really going on? I know you out there doing something that you don't. People be busy though, y'all. People do be busy, okay? So don't feed yourself worthless projects. Feed yourself things that will feed your land, your mind, your life. And you have to take an accountability that no one is coming here to save you. God gave you everything that you need. And the most powerful thing that we have is the mind. And most of us don't know how to use our brain. If you really think about it, we really go on through life on autopilot. If you really think about it, you living in autopilot instead of making your mind move you in the direction that you want to go. Okay, so make sure that you're feeding your land great things. So I wasn't feeding my land great things as far as love. I was not showing myself enough love. I wasn't showing myself enough grace and mercy to know that people make mistakes. Modesty, it's okay. You're not the only one that done had 2 babies back to back and they like 11 months apart. It's okay. You're not that grimy thing that you called yourself when you found out you was pregnant and your first baby was 3 months old. It's okay. People do that. We make mistakes. But we have to learn from that. I had to really feed my mind in a way that got me out of that slump. I had to change the perspective. I had to change the motive of the way that I was going. So, I went back to CNA class. I had $750 to my name. I had just moved out of my house on 98, J.C. Lewis. And I had $750 to my name. And I was like, Modesty, you got to get this CNA thing to try again now, but you got to go in with a different perspective. So I went in and I actually passed my state exam as valedictorian, and I gave one of the many million-dollar speeches that I could ever give, and this is speech number 2, okay? So I want you to take the opportunity and run with it. Prove to yourself that you are bigger than the bills that you feel like you're not being able to pay. Prove to yourself that you are bigger than that failing relationship. Because somebody out there for you, and that man that you got that you may feel like he not for you, he really may be for you, and you might be the problem, okay? Make sure that you are wiping your tears and feeding your land as you go, because life is going to go on. Even when you have someone in your family that may pass, I know that the world may feel like it's over, it's ever ending, but it is still going. And you still have to show up for yourself, because the world's not going to stop, because tragedies happen, sad things happen. You got to keep going, okay? Now we took a chance. Now we will. I bring up 3 occasions that my mama did to me when I was younger. And I know my mama tired of hearing this story, because when I brought it up to her, that was me speaking my piece. And I did not give myself peace. Most times, the things that's in our past, we will speak about it, but we will still hold on to it. So are you not trusting that God will give you peace in those situations? Or are you not trusting that you are able to change? Like, that's good about being a human. You have the ability to change every day. Even today, if you want to say, I ain't going to do that much cussing, I ain't going to go to the Mexican and drink 1,000, Barbies? You know what I'm saying? Drink you one, maybe. Drink it was. But you have to let go of the past in order for new doors to open. You took the chance. Opportunities are going to come, but there are some things that you have to change. And you only look to the past to make correction. You don't look to the past to dwell on them. You don't look into the past to make it consume your mind to where now you're going back into that depression or slump. You don't look to the past to live on autopilot and now you're not creating. You just memorizing. You living off memory. Humans, we're not supposed to live off memory. We're supposed to create. We're supposed to elevate. We're supposed to move forward. So I encourage you on today. You took the chance. Welcome new opportunities, but make sure you let go of the past. Thank you.